vibe, it's the weekly D. Come along for the ride. Welcome to the weekly D, we going all in. H-Town legends, yeah, we do it for the win. Talking big facts, got jokes on deck. A podcast so fire, man, show some respect. Dropping in, telling stories so bold. Comedians, hustlers, legends and pros. We keep it light, keep it tight, but we wildin' too. If you ain't laughing, something wrong with you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Weekly D podcast. I'm your host, Danny G, and today we have a very special guest,
Maria Saez.
Maria Saez. We're out here at Embrace the Culture event for them damn Mexicans here at TWD Tap Brewery in Congo, Texas.
Right?
Yes,
You got
ma'am.
tongue-tied. That was great. Keep going.
And yeah, so we're out here. You just performed.
I did. I had a great performance. I'm so grateful to have this platform. I try to come here and I try to think like how it could be meaningful. I try to talk about the culture. I was going to ask you, I love to flip interviews. What does culture mean to you?
So me, culture means a lot of things to me. One of them is being like what your roots are, right? Who you are, but also what are you influenced by, right? Because like for me, I'm a Mexican American born in California, but I moved to Texas. So like I really reflect with the Texas culture. I think in the way of life in, you know, where, you know, to me, culture means community. It means aspects of who you are, what makes you you. What about you?
Yeah. And do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe it's our roots, like you said. And that's why during my performance, I played a little Bad Bunny because my roots is actually Puerto Rican.
Oh,
I'm Puerto Rican, yeah, Boricua. So I try to represent with that, but I don't speak Spanish. I'm working on that. And I feel like that kind of disconnects me from the roots a little bit, but we can't let that deter us. We got to stay connected to the roots somehow. So I think the culture is our food, the fashion. Our culture is us right here at Embrace the Culture.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? The media. We got beautiful vendors. Shout out to Shadia.
Yeah.
I always love seeing her here. The beautiful food. We are the culture. So what are we? What is our future too? What are we putting out there and how are we building our community?
Yeah, I love that. You said it so perfectly. And, you know, in times like these where everything's so divided, like it's beautiful to have an event like today where Latinos of all walks of life. Like
Exactly. No matter what you want.
Latinos,
Yeah, left, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though? Not just Latinos. I love that. But it's also, I love this platform for all Latinos. I feel like, you know what I mean? It's so, I love that we all get together here.
I mean, that's how we start the diversity, but also, you know, becoming united, right? The only way it works is if we get people from every path of life, you know, different generations, and we all get together and unify as Latinos. And then hopefully, the way I see it, I always hope that the unification of Latinos will slowly, you know, span out and start unifying other people, especially in a time like right now where there's so much diversity, there's so much fighting. And this event is such a beautiful event because of what it's doing. It's bringing us all together.
I love it.
To have fun, explore new artists, you know, see great performances, have great food.
I love it.
Make new community, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm grateful for this platform.
Yeah.
This is my first Embrace the Culture.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I went to the one last year, but I didn't perform. So I'm so happy a year later I'm performing.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is our first one too. We were here last year. We came to support, you know.
How it grows.
Yeah.
Right? That's beautiful to see.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like the first person I met involved with this movement was actually Latinx and sitting next.
Yeah, shout out to Latin.
He linked me up with David from TDM. And then from there, we've just been growing with the community and trying to meet everyone that's a part of it.
Yeah, that's great.
So you're Boricua? Are you born?
No, I was born in New York, Brooklyn, New York. And then I went to Florida. And now I'm in Houston for almost like 8 years or so.
8 years,
yeah.
wow.
And I love Houston. Like I said on stage, in case you missed my performance, I believe the stigma of Mexicans is higher because there's already a stigma of Mexicans, like damn Mexicans. You know what I mean? So in Florida, I wasn't being Puerto Rican too. Like there's a division for sure. So coming into Houston and the pride was beautiful because my daughters are half Mexican. So I always wanted to embrace that in them. The pride is beautiful in Houston. So shout out to Houston for having that Mexican pride.
And that's beautiful that you say that because like you're embracing their culture on their dad's side, their culture, and you're making sure that they're a part of it. You know, that's one thing I feel like we've lost in generations is the pride of being our
Yes.
culture.
Oh, yup. Especially not being able to speak Spanish,
Mhm.
it disconnects you. But
Yeah,
not when, yeah. So I try to stay connected.
that's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
So 8 years in Houston, making music.
Mhm.
How, what brought you
Family.
family?
Family, yeah. The father of my children, he had more opportunities in Houston, so we took a risk, jumped to.
And did you have a culture shock? I mean, because you lived in New York and then
Yeah.
you went to
Well,
Florida.
and let me tell you though, Florida is so beautiful. So the palm trees, I miss the palm trees. I miss the beaches. Shout out to Old Town, Florida. But so it was a little bit of a culture shock. Not being able to go to a beach
Uh-huh.
like that. I'm so deprived.
Yeah, I felt the same way. So I grew up in California,
Yeah.
in Southern California, in a small town called Corona, which is very like more of a rural area. Surprisingly, it's a rural area in California. And live there in my youth. When my dad told me, "Hey, we're moving to Texas," I was like, "What are we? What's in Texas?" Like I had no idea what Texas was. The only thing I knew of Texas was hey, culture shocks to me. But I love that Texas still had traditional value.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
definitely.
family's big here, community's big here, and
Mhm.
I've met some of the nicest people in the world in
Yeah,
Texas,
yeah,
which I love.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm grateful for my team that I've met in Houston,
yes,
Texas.
awesome. So tell me a little bit about your background, like before you got into music, what inspired that?
As a child, I was always very creative. So I wrote my song when I was young and always writing. So
Mhm.
poetry is what I started with. I'm a mom. So besides music, I am definitely a mom of two girls and
Mhm.
raising my family. And so music and motherhood is really
Music and
what I'm
motherhood.
all about. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's awesome.
It's a tough balance, but
Yeah, I was
yeah.
actually about to ask
Mhm.
that, like, how do you balance it? Because I know doing music or entertainment, it's so consuming of your time.
Mhm.
Like, how do you balance that out?
Man, it's so tough because I feel like part of you is like if you're not gonna give it your all, you know what I mean? But it's like you don't believe in yourself enough.
Mhm.
So I'm scared to sacrifice time right now with my kids
Mhm.
and go all in for the music and not make it. So that's making me like, oh, you don't believe in yourself enough.
Mm.
So I feel like I just love what I do.
Yeah.
And I know my values is always to be a better mother than I am a better performer. And as long as I get to do what I love and stay true to myself, everything's gonna be okay.
Mm.
But also online content, that helps me so much.
Oh,
Like
content creation is
yeah, so
crazy.
it's just like it helps me connect because I can't be out in the clubs like that. I'm a
Yeah.
mom. Like some people can, but not me. Not gonna be in the clubs. I gotta work, so I'm
Mhm.
not gonna bring big clubs out. So I take online content creation, capitalize that as
Mhm.
much as possible.
Awesome. And where can we find your content? Are you just on
Okay.
Instagram?
No, I'm actually on most platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I actually have 50,000 followers there.
Whoa.
I don't like to promote that one because that's cringy.
Okay.
But I'm like, let me just put it out
Are you
there
part
now.
of Mom Talk? And
Man, no, no. I showed my face, no makeup, just like whatever. I just post anything
uh-huh.
on there. So, but
Uh,
I'm just gonna put it out there now.
yeah. And do you struggle to balance that out as well? Because like one of the hardest things for me, because I work a lot. I have a full-time job, a bunch of side hustles. I have a wife, and I'm constantly like just moving. And the one thing that kills me is being consistent with content. Right,
Yeah.
like I like to batch record and then slowly feed everything out because if not, I can't balance it myself. I'm terrible at balancing myself.
Well, like I said, I kind of capitalize it on as much as possible. So, back recording, me and my team, shout out to fam. We every day we're like, okay, what can we do today? And whatever time we get together, we do as much as we can. I change outfits. I'm like doing as much as we can, and we get it, and I'll be good. And I've been able to stay very consistent. So I'm grateful for my team and my creativity, and that's how
Well,
I'm able to do it.
and what's one tip you'd give someone that's trying to get into content creation? Like, what's one thing you've learned through your path that
Mhm.
you could give someone that's trying to start out?
I would just feel like you just gotta jump in it and don't be afraid to show your vulnerable moments because that's what makes you relatable. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I still have a problem with not wanting like trying to be perfect on, like, I want an outfit, I want to look cute. But sometimes just get on there and just be relatable and show, the real thing, so, and don't be afraid of failure.
I love that you said that though, that, sometimes being raw is more relatable and people tend to gravitate more to
A
it.
lot,
Like
yeah.
I've always said, being your genuine self will always attract the best people. Like it'll
Definitely.
always attract people that like you genuinely because you're yourself instead of putting a front or trying to be fake about it.
Definitely. I feel like on TikTok, that's more vulnerable content. Instagram, that's more people want to be more polished and stuff like that. So I think that's the difference between the two. But I actually have a new song coming soon. It's called Walk Away. It is more of a rock song. I never really tapped into that. Like, not rock, I say white. I don't know what to call it. I'll let you guys hear it. And it's relatable though. Like, it's really me being vulnerable about my situation with the children, my children and their father and stuff. So so I'm hoping the people that can relate to it come and hear it and like it.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll like it. I mean, like I said, every time you put something out, there's always going to be someone, you're always going to have a niche of someone that's going through the same thing and they're going to relate to it and it always succeeds. Like, as long as it's genuine, it's successful. And I can't wait to hear it. I'm definitely going to follow you back.
You have a lot of catching up to do. You just put it on to me, and I've been working.
I do. I really do, but I'll definitely commit to doing it. We try to do a playlist every month, so I'll make sure, we get some songs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let me know what you like.
Oh, I will. For sure. But yeah, so besides music, what's another way you like to express yourself?
I love to read. I know that's other people's creativity, but I love to read, writing, just and acting is something that is in the cards in the future.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I talk so much with my hands. I'm like, get it together. So acting, but creatively with my kids too.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, allowing myself to indulge in what's my little one is very creative, crafty. So motherhood is creative. So being in that is like my other outlet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you seem like you're really big into family. Like,
yeah, I'm trying.
Are they your strength?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. They keep me in check and they're my inspiration for too long.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. Okay, so you do pop music. What's one of your favorite songs or that you've written? Like, what's your favorite song?
Okay. I Wanna is a lover one that I really like. And I really enjoy my Keep It Light project that I did on singles. And Keep It Light was one that I actually worked with a choreographer.
Okay.
And we got a whole dance together. We did a whole video together.
Oh, wow.
And so that's one of my favorite projects, elaborate projects. And I like the lyrics of that one. Maria Saez is a rap song.
Yeah.
One of my most favorite songs to perform. They want smoke from the fire, man. You going to... I got off my bars in that one a lot. So, yeah, those are my... Saya says, Keep It Light, I Wanna, a lot more.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm definitely going to go check them out. Like I said, I'm definitely going to go check out your music. And yeah, like, you seem really chill, really cool and down to earth and genuine. I like the vibe you're giving off, high energy.
Nice. So we got to work together more because I'm all about collaboration too.
Sure.
And I feel like the more we collaborate and network, it's all about the culture. And,
grow the culture and be a part of it and also share content and, try to create unity.
It's so crazy. I know, my girls are over there, but it's crazy how, like, I love it. The reach is so important of content, but also we were not wired to take in everybody's opinion, especially. So just being on the social media and seeing what everybody's reactions, it's like the pros of social media and the cons of social media. You really gotta balance that out and put a restraint on it.
For sure, especially with like comments, being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. Like, there's so much negativity out there. I try to never read comments on my stuff. Like, I just avoid it.
Comments to do that? That's awesome. But I'm still reading every single one.
I dabble in comedy a little bit here and there, and like sometimes I'll say stuff out of line, and it's. I already know. I always say like, what I say at this time is what I believe at this time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll grow from it. But I'm not backtrack or, be like, no,
Yeah.
I never said that.
Yeah, I get what you
No,
mean.
I'm gonna own it because
They're not
that's
business.
part of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's not necessarily to be mean or rude or confrontational. It's just, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
People grow. We're human. We're imperfect.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that's
yeah.
very true. Grace. We need grace.
Yes,
too.
lots of grace.
Yeah.
Lots of grace and compassion for one
Mm.
another.
Because of that.
Thank you.
No, good. Compassion.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you and having you on the show.
Thank you
We're
so
definitely
much.
gonna link up again. Like
Yes,
I said,
we
I always love bringing artists back onto
Yeah.
the show. I usually say a year, but depending
Okay.
on how things are moving.
I'm evolving like
definitely-
this, so you
yeah.
might need to catch me in 6 months because I'm like this.
Yeah, no, and we're definitely gonna reach out, bring you back on, have a more set up interview, and that way we can get a little bit deeper into who you are and what you do.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being on the Weekly D podcast. Remember, guys, I'm your host, Danny G, and if you can't get it daily, get it weekly.
Yay.